So today has been the worst day of 2016, I think. 2016 has been actually a really good year, but today is the worst day. And I have not cried about it, even though I'm like on my period. Like I seriously should be emotional, but I'm not. I don't know why. I can't cry anymore because I feel like I have I don't know, I've learned to like overcome things. Maybe I will. Maybe I will sob, have this like really sad sob fest in a few hours when everything has hit me, but right now I have not cried about it. But literally this week has been the worst week of 2016, and it is also my half birthday, so I'm 27 and a half, so I have 6 months to go until I'm 28. That's not the reason why it's the worst. The reason why it was the worst was I am very disappointed in a few people, couple people, some people, because I thought they were different than what they actually are. And I guess my expectations again were a little bit too high, and I became disappointed in them. But maybe I'm just disappointed in myself because I tried to believe a story I painted in my head about them instead of just getting to know them and seeing them for what they really were. And I really don't believe in second chances. Why don't I believe in second chances? Because people's histories don't really change. You know, the way you are is kind of the way you are. I don't think people have changed. And I've learned this from hiring people and working with people. I used to be a lot more lenient when working with people. Like, if they made a mistake or, if they came in late, I'd be like, oh, it's okay, like, shit happens, right? But no, honestly, once it happens once, it's gonna happen again and again and again and again. And the whole thing is, like, you fire quickly when you see those errors because it's not a one-time thing. This shit isn't a one-time thing. And I don't know why I didn't think that in my personal life, in my emotional life, any other life. I sometimes just give people a chance, more than one chance, and then I fuck myself over like I just did. And I always take this like analogy back to my dad, because my dad is probably the absolute most reliable human being on this earth. Like, if you want him, like you just have so much faith in him. If you ask him to do something, he will do it, and you have so much like faith that he will get it done no matter what, because that's just the person he is. He's the most reliable man in this world, and he has taught me so much about your word, and if you say you're going to do something, you better do it. But I realize a lot of people aren't like that. So many fucking flaky people on this earth, and people who are cowards, who won't tell you, who all they have to say is, hey, can't do it today, can't make it today, can't whatever today, hey, X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 can't do it. No, they just bail on you. And they tell you at the last, they don't even give you a reason, and they don't even say why, and it's like a made-up reason, they're lying about it. No, don't do that. Just be fucking honest with me, because I am an adult. I'm an adult. I run a business, so I have it's not like you need to be super nice to me and tiptoe with me. Just be honest, and everything's cool. And then the thing is that people aren't fully honest. People aren't fully honest with what they want, what they expect, and who they are. And I think a lot of people don't want to admit to themselves that I don't know, maybe they're just not self-aware, maybe they just don't know who they are, maybe they're just confused, but it's not appropriate to lack communication skills so that you hurt other people in the process. And that's just kind of what is driving me so nutso, because maybe I gave people another chance when I shouldn't have, and I should have just remembered why the first time it was a no-go, and it's a no-go the second time, and I fucked myself over, and maybe I'm not even disappointed in them, but I'm just disappointed in myself because I heard that voice in my head that said, don't do it, you know, don't do it. This person showed who they truly are. Don't like go with it. And I said, you know, I tried to be open-minded because women were supposed to be open-minded. We're supposed to be nurturing. We're supposed to be nice. We're supposed to welcome people and be empathetic and sympathetic and all that. And I was like, Daisy, that's what you need to do. You're not feminine enough. You need to be more like that. So I tried, and then I fucked myself over. And it's all because I doubted myself. It's all my fault, really. It's because I sometimes hesitate and I doubt myself, and sometimes I think that I'm not as good as other people, when reality is I'm better than them, but I doubt myself. And I think it's a very Asian mentality. I think it's a mentality that I grew up with. I have never ever supported, really. Like, my parents never openly supported me. And growing up, I was just always on my own, and I always felt like I wasn't right until I proved myself I was right. You know, like, I wasn't right unless, you know, like, it actually, I don't know, like, I passed, like, 100% on an exam, you know, like, I don't know, I feel like some people, like, more confident people, they know they're right, and they just, like, know it, and they put their stake in the ground, even though it hasn't happened yet, and that's what I want to be more like, so then I can stop doubting myself and making these same mistakes over and over and over and over again. So, overall, I'm actually not even mad at these particular individuals. I am just mad at myself for not having listened to myself, for maybe just being, I don't know, maybe talking myself out of something. Maybe that's when you know that you're something is off, is when you need to talk yourself into or out of something, you know? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. And I'm also mad for not demanding more in the beginning, for not speaking out and communicating exactly what was my expectation, what I wanted. And yeah, just letting the ugliness come into my life. Because it was real bad. Not real bad, but it was just, it sucked, and it was stupid, and I thought that, I don't know, I thought something else. But I guess it was my imagination, and it wasn't real. And I wanted to share this with you guys because this has been the worst week of the year. Smack dab almost in the middle of the year. It's been the worst week of the year, and it's been the worst day of the year. Not the worst day of my life or the worst week of my life. No, definitely not. But I want to tell you that, you know, there's good and bad days, and I think I'm over it. I'm pretty much over it. While I was in the Uber ride home, I prayed a little bit, and yes, yes, I know people are like, oh, like, you know, pray, like, I guess the whole thing I have with, like, Christians is that I just feel like sometimes they're very judgmental, but I did pray a little bit, and I have faith, and I am going to be very positive about the situation, because now that I know these things about these people, then I can just move on with my life and, you know, live it as before. And overall, I realize that I am just so blessed that these are almost my problems, and that the worst week of 2016 amounted to these things that don't really, I mean, it's not even a big deal, but I'm just so blessed that everything else in my life, my family, my health is getting a lot better. I've noticed since I stopped eating sugar, I have to pee a lot less. I'm traveling, you know, I'm doing all these great things. My life is pretty great, and the only reason why this happened was I let it happen. It wasn't like someone is out to get me. It wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like the world and God is playing mean tricks on me. It was simply a matter of me not believing in myself enough. And when you don't believe in yourself, bad things can happen. You know, and the worst thing is you let negative people in, you let negative in, you let people who aren't good for you, and you let bad thoughts in your head. And that is what's going to kill you and make it the worst week of 2016. So ladies and girls who are watching this, And I would say guys, but I just feel like it's such a woman thing for us to doubt ourselves, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't doubt yourself.